Hey up, Chatter Gang. Today we're in Blackpool.
We're also in Benidorm.
Because he's Colin.
And he's Tim.
And together
we are the Chatter Guys. We love Blackpool. We also love Benidorm.
But which one's best? There's only one way to find out.
Watch to the end of the video. It's really easy for us to get to Blackpool. We can get up when we want, jump in car. There's no luggage restrictions, which is good for me because we're coming away for a weekend and I've packed enough for a week. Plenty of wardrobe choices. Just sling them in car. Let's get going. No passports, easy.
And 90 minutes later, here we are. We don't have to worry about going through passport control or a hotel transfer because it's not but a cock's stride to where we're staying.
No voy a negarte, no. La primera vez que tú me la hiciste, baby, quería matarme, yeah. Pero ahora no, El problema fue amarte, yeah. Sabiendo que no sientes nada y no sabes querer. No sabes querer. Esta mi despedida.
Getting to Benidorm, obviously it's much more of a rigmarole than it is going to Blackpool because you've got all the airport and the schedule and everything. So you accept that. What I really don't like about it is you don't really have much choice about what time you set off, whereas when we're going to Blackpool, we can go where it suits us. And I do get a little bit panicky about getting to the airport on time. Colin is much more laid back, he don't fret at all, and we did get here on time, just.
When he said a little bit panicking, that's a bit of an understatement. He was really panicking. Thought we were going to be late, we arrived bang on time, and actually going through security, even though I went through scanning, were quick and easy, but yeah. We'd have been in Blackpool. We'd have been halfway to Blackpool by now.
Esta mi despedida. Vete con el que te hundía. Suerte que ya no eres mía. Yo ya no te aguanto, no. Esta mi despedida. Vete con el que te hundía.
We're well on the way to Alicante now, and I'm reminded of the first video that we ever posted on this channel. We were on the plane to Torremolinos and I was complaining about the guy in the seat behind me. This guy behind us has not shut up the whole flight. He's got a really loud voice. I don't know who he's talking to, but the poor person's just been talked at for the whole flight. We've been on the flight now 2.5 hours.
Yeah,
would you say? Not shut up once. So just wanted to share that with you. Here we are at Alicante Airport at last.
However, we've been up since 5 o'clock and 8 hours later we've just got through security. So that's the downfall.
On the plus side, normally when you're flying there's queues everywhere. I think the only queue we've been in was one at the cafe. Today everything's been really quick. In fact, our luggage was on the belt before we were.
Can you believe that? And we didn't have any delays coming off at plane or through security. It's almost like it's flown ahead of us.
So it's almost like they planned it. On the downside, other people.
Absolutely. So first of all, there was a guy waiting to get onto the aeroplane, and we decided to vape as we were queuing up for the plane. I think they told him off, didn't they?
Told him off twice.
And in the end, they ended up saying he couldn't board the flight, which were really good of them. So well done, Ryanair, for sorting that out.
Yeah. At one point, I heard him saying to one of the guards who was shorter than I am, and I'm only 5'8", and this guy was maybe 6'6", something like that. And I just heard this guy saying, "Who the F are you to tell me that I can't fly?" And it turned out it was exactly the right person who could tell him not to fly because he didn't.
Well done. Well done.
It was part of a group of lads who were on a stag weekend. They were all in fancy dress. We saw them in the bar. A lot of them were drunk because they kept saying, "Oh, I really need a wee, I really need a wee." They were really boisterous. And I didn't really mind that because I've done it myself when I was younger. But then they started being racist, didn't they?
Yeah. So at that point, I'm like, oh, I hope to God we're not sat next to them, but we weren't, were we?
No, we were 10 rows in front of them, and we didn't hear them, to be honest, after that. But
no, I think the lad not getting on the plane calmed them all down, really.
then there was a young woman who travelled in a dressing gown. It was a shocking pink toweling dressing gown. I'm not making it up.
What made it worse were her boyfriend was wearing Crocs with socks on. In all the years me and Tim have been coming to Blackpool, I think this is the first time we've actually been onto the beach. And as you can see, it's all nice and golden. And you've got the benefit of never having to queue for a sunbed.
When it comes to beaches, I think Benidorm might just have the edge. Here we are on Levante Beach, and as you can see, we've got beautiful weather, gorgeous blue skies, plenty of sunshine, lots of sunbeds, and a nice warm ocean to swim in. In Blackpool, as well as the cheapest chips restaurants where you can get burgers, fries, pizzas and chicken nuggets, we've got a good selection of international cuisine from Hungarian, Thai, Indian and Italian. However, I'm not aware of a Spanish restaurant in Blackpool. This is Sherry's in Benidorm Old Town. We're reviewing Bamboo today, which is an all-you-can-eat Chinese restaurant.
And all you can drink.
The brunch box has a reputation of being one of the best places to get breakfast in Benidorm.
So we thought we'd show you.
Because
And we're going to have lunch in Cabanon. Cabanon.
you know we like a bargain.
Tonight we're going for tapas. In Blackpool, you've got loads of entertainment choices for a good night out. You've got Soul Lounge, which we really like. For karaoke, you've got such as the likes of Lifeboat in Central. You've also got Nobby's. There's a bar on this street as well called Buckingham's. Loads of choices. The young ones are well catered for with such likes of Walkabout, Pop World and Revolution. They're really popular as well. And for something different, you've got Comedy Station, which we would recommend for a good comedy night. And then you've got Winter Gardens and all the entertainment they put on the piers as well. So Blackpool, great night out, good value too. Drink prices are roughly around about £4 to £5 for a double spirit and splash.
To say that Benidorm is much, much bigger than Blackpool, the actual range of entertainment that it offers is really quite similar. You've got a Benidorm Palace where you can have dinner and a show, whereas in Blackpool you've got Funny Girls. In the Old Town you've got a lot of the gay bars. There are some in the New Town as well, but they tend to be concentrated in the Old Town. And they've got a nice selection of quieter bars as well for the nights that you want to chill out. Then, well, if you want a proper boozy night out, they've got the Strip. That's where you can really let your hair down. And for entertainment, they've got plenty of tribute acts. They also have those in Blackpool as well. And a lot of the bars have live music, either bands playing or solo singers, very much like they have in Blackpool. Tons of karaoke bars, more than you can shake a stick at really. And then there's the drag bars as well. Again, very similar to what they've got in Blackpool. However, there is one thing that Benidorm has that Blackpool doesn't have, I'm very glad to say. Sticky Vicky. We love the Blackpool gay scene. In fact, it's the main reason that we come here all the time. And we like it because most of it is centrally located within the gay village. So the LGBT plus hotels and guest houses and the bars are within easy walking distance of each other. Most of the bars are very reasonably priced. They put on a lot of free entertainment and there's no attitude. You're welcome wherever you go. It caters for all age groups. Absolutely love it. Blackpool offers all types of accommodation, from top of the range hotels, self-catering accommodation and little B&Bs. We prefer the gay B&Bs to stay at, such as this one. They're all mostly reasonably priced. The landlords are usually very friendly, you get a good breakfast, and they're all centrally located, so you don't need to worry about getting taxis back when you've been on a night out.
We've just come out of DD's. If you do want a relaxing night away from the hustle and bustle,
Nice and quiet, and it's a lovely little bar.
it is. Anyway, this is Barcode. On a Saturday night, as a hint,
Free food.
they provide free food.
Yeah. Absolutely 100% Betty Boo. So if you're in Benidorm, check it out.
If you want a late night bogey in Benidorm, Mercury Bar is the bar to be.
So I'm deeply disappointed with La Jungla. I'll just say it's alright as a bar, but don't expect any karaoke.
Tim can't do the review on G-Spot because he's really drunk and I'm sober. So in Benidorm, you've got a wide choice of accommodation. Now there's no specific gate-owned accommodation. Queen's Hotel used to be, and it used to be owned by different gate owners, but now it's owned by a private company. However, it's very gay-friendly and there's lots of gays that still frequent that hotel. But you've also got other choices. You've got, for example, Casual Pop-Out, where we've just stayed. That's mid-range. That was really good quality. Then you've got the cheaper hotels such as Pension,
Orosca.
But then you've got some fantastic ones. Our friends stayed in a hotel right on the seafront, and the view from up there, they stayed in maybe the 12th floor, and the view from the balcony was almost like you were sat in the sea. It was absolutely beautiful. It was almost like a huge apartment, huge bedroom, 2 huge bedrooms, huge kitchen, huge lounge, huge balcony. It was absolutely amazing. And then you've got a choice of several 5-star hotels. But what I would say is the accommodation in Benidorm, even though you've got loads of choices, we've never come across any dumps. Unlike Blackpool. Hello, Starlux.
Well, Blackpool's got its tower, which is truly iconic. That's the one thing that it's really famous for. And I still get a little thrill when we arrive in Blackpool and you see it every single time it does it for me. It's such a great icon.
We place the bets, don't we, about who can spot it first on the way down the motorway.
We do, and Colin usually wins.
What I find fascinating about it as well is when it's lit up on a night, it's amazing. And for different themes that goes off, they light it up in different colours. For example, at Pride, they'll light it up in rainbow colours. At King's Coronation, they lit it up in the red, white and blue. Ukraine, they were lighting it up in the Ukraine colours. And you can see the lights from miles away from that tower. The LED lights, they're just unbelievable. Actually, looking at that structure at any time of day, it's just...
It is,
awesome.
It is. Gives me chills.
It does. Likewise, when you're travelling into Benidorm, the iconic In Tempo building stands out for me.
Yeah, that's one of the first things you see and you think, you're coming in Benidorm.
You definitely know you're in Benidorm when you see that, because it just stands high up above everything else, doesn't it?
Having said that, it's been empty for a lot of years, hasn't it? But we heard recently they've done a £6 million refurbishment, so I think it's all open. We've never been in it.
But it does look amazing, doesn't it?
It is. I've never seen another building like it. But Benidorm's got another and probably a bit more famous symbol as well.
Oh, yeah.
Benidorm Island.
Benidorm
Some people know it as Peacock Island.
Peacock Island. However, we'll tell you about Peacock Island. We went on the trip there a few years back, and when you get over there, the only thing that's there is a cafe, which has never even had permission to open up there in the first place.
It's been there for years, hasn't it?
Yeah.
But someone from the local council went over and he realised that they'd not had planning permission or anything, so they had to put it down.
And also, when you come when you've been in the cafe and then you look around the corner, they had this little peacock in a cage, which weren't size. It were a really small cage, and you felt really sorry for that peacock, didn't you?
It
was
looks
so
sorry for
lonely.
itself.
Yeah, but thankfully they're so good in that, and they released it in the end, didn't they? It's not there now.
They did.
What's on offer at Peacock Island when you get there?
Well, now the cafe's gone, I can't imagine that there's anything there, but I have to say it is absolutely covered in bird poo. I've never seen much poo in my whole life.
There you go. And that's Benidorm Island. Tim, Blackpool versus Benidorm, which is your preference?
Well, Colin, I think there's advantages to both. Blackpool's local to us, so we can pretty much nip there whenever we feel like it, have a quick weekend away and have a lot of fun, and it's not too expensive. And then on the other hand, you've got all the advantages of Benidorm. It's a lot bigger, you've got good weather, and much cheaper drinks as well. But overall, I don't think either one has to be better. They've both got advantages, and we love them both.
We do. Obviously, backing up everything what you've said there, if someone was to say to you tomorrow, you've got a free week next week, if someone would say to you, I've got a ticket for you for Blackpool or Benidorm, which would you pick?
Benidorm.
No, but seriously, they've both got really good benefits, haven't they? You've got Blackpool offering you really good entertainment on a night. There's free choices of loads of entertainment.
Yeah.
You've got really good drinks packages in most of the pubs. There's only a few pubs that is more expensive than Benidorm. In fact, in some pubs, it's cheaper in Blackpool than Benidorm for drinks.
It is, yeah.
The only thing that you can't really rely on in Blackpool is the weather. However, right now, it's better than Benidorm.
It is.
So there's no winner.
We kind of call it a draw, but for different reasons.
Yeah. 50-50.
So there you have it. That's Blackpool versus Benidorm. Thanks for watching, Chatter Gang.
We do hope you liked the video. If you do like the video, please give us a thumbs up. And if you are new to the channel and don't want to miss out on any of our future videos, please subscribe, because it will cost you
absolutely nought. Thanks for watching, Chatter Gang.
Catch you on the next one.
We'll see you there. Bye-bye.
Bye.